What non-sexual thing are you a slut for? Garlic bread. Someone playing with my hair. In a perfectly platonic way. Just their fingers on my scalp and running through my hair, it's so relaxing. Garlic naan. Get inside me, you warm, flat, soft piece of heaven. Bring your friends, I can take you all. Back scratches. I am a freaking hoe for back scratches. I don't care who is giving them, so long as they don't stop. Turns me into putty every time. My brain just melts. Nachos, although they're arguably sexual. Yes, those naughty nachos. Head pats. And forehead kisses, they go hand in hand for me. I'm convinced these two comments were written by dogs. Light, deliberate, skin-to-skin contact. Brush my arm, pat my head, touch my fingertips with yours, kiss my cheek during a hug, etc. Romantic partners and friends are both allowed to do this to me. If you make a habit of doing these things to me, welp, looks like you've just acquired yourself a puppy LMAO. Crab Rangoon. Especially if you're in a Himalayan country and your father needs to answer his phone. Beating someone in a video game by using a non-orthodox strategy/build. Strawberries and French fries. The two foods where, if you gave me enough, I just may eat myself to death like a goldfish. Cuddles, hugs, affection in general, attention and good social contact, all because I never get any of those. Basically, I haven't hugged anyone since months and I haven't really ever cuddled in my life. Well, maybe as a little kid, but I'm just a lonely fuck in general. Edit, as it'd take quite long to reply to every single comment separately. Thank you for your words, and yes, I'd wish I could hug you too really, but I doubt I live anywhere near any of you and stuff. Alex Trebek viciously dragging Jeopardy contestants. Splush. Clean sheets fuck me up. The proper use of a semicolon, I just love a good semicolon. Accelerating my car with full throttle. Being pet and petting people. It's something I love doing in a non-sexual way. Okay, this reminds me of 7th grade sex ed, when our sex ed teacher was telling us girls that we are not animals, we don't need to be petted and boys shouldn't pet us. My first thought was, but suppose I want to be petted. Art supplies. Let me loose in a Blick store, and I will spend my life savings. I answered chocolate, but I think art supplies might be the right answer now. I just spent over $40 buying Prismacolors and Albrecht Dürer color pencils. Tired face. Coffee. Espresso. Trivago. Being a healer/support in MMOs. Non-sexual, you literal slut. This is a Christian website, how dare you even suggest this? Books. Water. I guess you could call me a H2 hoe. Warmth. My favorite thing in the summer is getting into a hot car because I like the dry heat. I love the heat. I always have a heater in my room put on full blast. Cheap gasoline. Saw gas for $1.89 the other day, nearly creamed my jeans. Just saw $1.19 down the street and wanted to stop. I don't even need fuel, but petting cats. Anything to do with cats. I love cats. I'll spread my legs open for sushi. How about some fried chicken? I would open up my legs for that too. Bread. Any type, not fussed. Even cheap nasty white sliced crap can be delightful when toasted and slathered in butter. The things I wouldn't do for warm rosemary focaccia. Or fresh baguette. Or black olive batons. Seeded rolls. Ciabatta. Damn it, I've made myself hungry. Bread Week on Bake Off is basically porn. History and Excel pivot tables. OMG, I'm so glad that I'm not the only one who feels this way about Excel. Those spreadsheets can spread my sheets anytime. Any human contact. Like being beaten on the street with tennis rackets? That's getting hit with a tennis racket, not skin-to-skin contact, you dummy Japanese ogre. Chocolate chip cookies. Unpacking the things you love that you just bought. Naps. Potatoes. Boil 'em. Mash 'em up. Stick 'em up my ass. Cookie dough ice cream. Smiling face with heart-shaped eyes. Dreams. I love dreaming. I don't care what kind. I just want to wake up and think, man, that was a nice **ing dream, and then write them down to remember the crazy shit that went down in my head. Nightmares don't exist for me, every dream is a joy. Hugs from the right person. Fried chicken. Cheese. How's the situation there in Wisconsin? Never been, we make our own cheese in Canada. Old maps. Oh my god. I love them. Don't know why. I do like history, but I'm definitely not a history buff by any means. But old maps really do it for me. I'd love to get a super old globe and an old map of somewhere in Europe. Don't even care where. Just something old as fuck with some classic bangin' mappy penmanship. Knowledge. It's power. Francis Bacon. Bacon. Sushi. I like my sex like I like my sushi, spicy and raw. Dogs. I cannot get enough and just want all of the pup snuggles and cuddles. Nothing makes me happier than when a dog chooses to sit with me and give me attention. Extra flaming hot Cheetos. Sour cream and onion chips. Someone playing with my hair. Head scratches. Soft blankets/clothes. Book sales. Pizza rolls. Crab rangoon. Mac and cheese. Cheeseburgers. Beer. School supplies. This sounds weird, but when I see all the new books, paper, pencils, etc. I just love it, and I also love having new school supplies. It's very weird. Experience points and loot my GF, 2020. Chocolate. All kinds of food. If I like all of it, does it make me a slut or a whore for it? Back rubs. You start to rub my back and you can steal my wallet for all I care. Wingstop. A good fucking burrito, man. Chocolate and coffee. Also, presented to you by my barely awake brain at 3 a.m., chocolate coffee. Dr. Pepper. Thoughtfulness. I had an ex that brought over straws and coffee creamer once because she noticed I was almost out of both. Years later, it's that kind of thing I remember instead of the ugly parts. Music at very high volumes. Candy. Eggnog. Movies involving space travel/adventure. Resting/having people rest on me. Not only does it feel really nice and comfortable, but the thought of someone trusting you enough to rest on your shoulder or lap is really endearing to me. Cuddling. This is probably a very common answer, but the very little that I've been cuddled, I've found it just gives me so much life. I felt loved, comfortable, refreshed, and so amazing. Hand massages. Had a friend in high school who would do it during class when we got bored, and your hands feel like they don't exist anymore afterwards. It's glorious, especially if you type or write/draw a lot. And I haven't been able to find anybody who is able or willing to do it as well as her. She needed the cramp right out of those babies. Milk. I could fucking live on milk. I mean, you did when you were young. Hey, man, he's been a tits guy from day one.